Ognjen Topic back here on the program, who's going to be returning for one championship coming up here on April 12th. Ognjen, how are you, man?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, James?
I'm doing well. Not as good as you though. I know you're abroad right now. What time is it for those who don't know? Because we're doing this here. I'm in Vancouver, Canada right now. It's about 8 o'clock Pacific time.
Yeah, it's 10 p.m. right now.
That makes sense. Yeah, so I'm getting you a little bit later here, so I do appreciate the time. How long have you been in Thailand?
This time I've been here about 2 months. I got about a month left after this next fight, and hopefully I can get one more fight out of the way while I'm here.
Yeah, no, it's great getting a chance to train down there. What would you say is the biggest difference from training down there than training back home? What's sort of the biggest benefit in your opinion, other than the training, obviously?
Yeah, I mean it's just training with higher caliber partners. I mean these guys are elite fighters here, and this gym has some of the best fighters in pretty much every weight class. One of the guys just beat another very high level fighter, Sangmani. Tawanchai actually from our gym beat Sangmani, and it was a decisive win. And I mean, I'm just surrounded by high level fighters and champions.
And what's it like living there? I hear like, a lot of stuff's different than in the US or in North America in general. Like the food's a little bit cheaper. Like how's all that, as far as the culture and everything?
Well, yeah, the culture, there's a huge difference in culture, the way people think, the way people do things. So that takes some time getting used to, but, once you're here for a while, then it's okay. It becomes, for me now, I consider Thailand like, like a second home. I mean, I feel very comfortable here. And, yeah, the food is definitely cheaper. The food is very good. I remember the first time when I came here about like 10 years ago, it took me a while to get used to, because as a European, I'm used to eating bread with every
Right.
meal.
Oh
Here,
yeah, I guess there isn't a lot down
you
there.
eat,
Yeah.
yeah, you eat rice with every meal. But now rice to me is like, it's the food it's the go-to food. So I'm used to that as well.
Let's talk about one championship. They've been making a lot of big moves lately. How has your experience been with them? Because it seems like now is the best time to be with them. They're really making some waves, not just in Asia, but also in North America.
Yeah, it definitely seems like the best time right now, especially for us stand-up fighters like Muay Thai guys and kickboxing guys. They're starting to shine a light on those sports, which is great. And yeah, I mean, for me, it's been a positive experience overall, all around. The whole, it all starts from the top, and then it works its way on the bottom. And everybody's extremely professional. Everybody's nice. They know how to treat the fighters correctly. And of course, I keep talking about the weight divisions, and not having to cut weight anymore
Yeah,
for
that is a big benefit.
fights.
Yeah.
I'm fighting for one championship. So that to me is like, I love that, because I don't have, it's just one thing you don't have to worry about. And to be honest with you, if you ask any fighter, I think most fighters will tell you that weight cutting is like 100% tougher than than the actual fight. So yeah, so I'm just so happy about that part, and I really don't think there's a way you can cheat that system anyway, because not only will they take a measure of your weight, but they'll also take a hydration test. So if you're not hydrated but you're at that weight class, then they won't let you fight. It doesn't matter if your opponent will be okay with that. They will not let you fight. So it's very strict, and it's professional, and I think it's the way to go. I think everybody should adopt that system.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. Yeah, I actually got the chance to go to the One Championship press conference in Vegas earlier this month, and I was really impressed just with everyone they had out there, and just from a media standpoint, it was pretty cool. And of course, they were announcing their big signings. Demetrius Johnson, Eddie Alvarez. Just as a combat sports fan, who are you most excited to see under the one banner with some of the signings they've made recently?
The recent signings, I mean, I don't really follow MMA. Of course, I know all the names. But I don't know their styles. I've never really watched any of them fight, so I'm not too sure as far as that goes. I just stick with the stand up fighting. But I do like that they're signing these big names, because now it's bringing a wider audience onto one championship. So what they're doing is extremely smart, and this is basically how you start beginnings of taking over that fight world. So it is good what they're doing as far as signing these bigger names onto one championship. I am looking forward to Yotaklai's fight though this Friday, I believe, or Saturday. Not sure when, but yeah, it's over the weekend, so that's going to be a good fight.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen Eddie Alvarez fight, you definitely got to go check him out. As a stand-up fighter, you'll really like his style. He's
Yeah, the only fight I've seen him fight is with Conor McGregor.
Oh, well,
And
that's not a good example. He lost that one. He's
course,
had some good
of course.
wars. If you go back and watch even the stuff he did in Japan when he fought in Dream against like Kawajiri and yeah. So I think even as not a big MMA fan, I'm sure you'd definitely want to check him out in one. But let's talk about you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know Demetrius Johnson is also very good on stand up. So yeah, I guess those two guys are somebody I should look at.
Yeah, no, it's going to be exciting. But let's talk about you and this fight coming up here, April 12th against Fairtex. What do you know about him? How do you feel like you match up against him in this fight?
Yeah, I think it's a good matchup. He fights. I think most of the Fairtex guys, most of them will fight with like a similar style. They're mainly southpaws, so everything's coming from the left side. I mean, it's just another day. It's nothing I haven't seen in the past. I mean, I fought many Thai fighters coming from Thailand already, so I'm well prepared for it. I know he's going to be a powerful kicker, strong puncher, so I'm not overly worried. I'm gonna do what I always do, prepare well. I'll be in top shape, condition, and that's it. Just gonna go out there and do what I usually do.
You talked about training camp out there. Who are some of the bodies you get to work with? I'm sure it's a variety of people, but is there anyone you're training with a little bit more than others?
It's just a mix.
Okay, so it's just like a rotation, which I guess is good because you get different looks, right?
Yeah, exactly right. It's just a rotation, and we all work with each other. We all help each other out. The coaches here are very good too. And they're helping me out with doing specific drills for this guy. And actually, one of the fighters at the gym fought against Saemapetch 3 times already, and he beat him all 3 of the times. And they all know him at the gym, so they know
Some good insight.
yeah, they know what they're training me for.
Excellent. Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
I'm actually going to have Chase Corley come out from Texas. My coach from North Jersey Muay Thai, both my coaches actually from there, they weren't able to make it. They have, they have lives of their own, so they had to do their thing back home. So I'm just going to have my friend from Texas come out, and he'll help me out.
Okay. And how do you see this fight playing out coming up here on April 12th?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna fight. I'm definitely gonna show you guys something you haven't seen before. There's gonna be a difference in style, the way I look. I feel different. I feel more explosive, faster, and I'm very analytical. So I think about all this stuff all the time, and I know I've improved. So you'll definitely see something different. I'm not sure what, but it's gonna be a good fight. That's all I'm gonna tell you guys.
No, I was gonna say I like how you answered that because you didn't give me a detailed description, but I'm actually interested now because you're like you got some new stuff to show. So that's what we call in the broadcasting business a teaser. So I like that. That looks good. What's the plan after this fight? Not looking past April 12th, but do you have an idea of when you're gonna fight next or what's on deck for the rest of the year?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay, or I'm gonna try to stay, depending on my visa situation here in Thailand. I'm gonna try to stay 1 more month, and hopefully I can get a fight here within that month or 3 weeks, whatever the case may be, in Lumpini Stadium, and then after that go back home for a month, work a little bit, save up some money again, come back here and do everything all over again.
Again, I appreciate the time, man, as always. I know it's late over there, so thanks again for taking some time. Just to remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours, man.
Yeah, you guys can follow me at Topic Fight, TOPIC, and then Fight, and that's all over social media, and also my website, topicfight.com. And then, of course, check out all my sponsors. Honestly, I say no to a lot of sponsors, even though they want to pay me. So the sponsors that I do have are guys that I fully trust in, and it's people who I'm happy to work with, and it's companies that I believe in. So it's not just me just taking on companies for the sake of making money. I mean, of course, I'm in the business for that too, but these guys are who I trust. So we have Infight Style, my gear sponsor, on it for all my supplements, Punch Gunk, and also Clean Eats.